Hello, my name is Jennifer Giuliano, and I am the Environmental Compliance Manager for the Crimson Solar Project. The purpose of this training is to provide information on unexploded ordnance in general and the types of unexploded ordnance that could be found in the project area. We will discuss the serious safety hazards that these materials can present, as well as the appropriate steps to take if these materials are discovered during work. Unexploded ordnance, often referred to as UXO, are military munitions that were used in the past but failed to function as intended. All UXO, including their components, may still contain high explosives, propellant, or pyrotechnics. Military ordnance is usually safe unless it is tactically deployed. For example, if ordnance has been dropped from a plane or was projected, the ordnance has been tactically deployed. When ordnance is deployed, it becomes armed and is potentially dangerous. Deployed ordnance will function as designed and it could explode, even if many years have passed since the deployment. Examples of UXO include, but are not limited to, the following items: troop munitions, small arms, flares, pyrotechnics, signals, grenades, mortars, mines, tanks, artillery, and aircraft bombs. The photographs on this slide represent examples of the types of ordnance that could still be dangerous many years after they were originally deployed. UXO could potentially be encountered on the Crimson Project site. The Wiley Well Water Point, formerly used as defense site, was a military camp that was part of the Desert Training Center in the early 1940s. This military camp overlaps with portions of the project area. Because military munitions would have been used in the past at this military training center, UXO may still remain in the project area. In fact, practice landmines and small arms ammunition have been found on site, and additional unexploded ordnance could be discovered during work. It should be noted that UXO can be found on top of soil and vegetation, can be partially buried, or may be fully buried. The example on this slide shows a partially buried UXO. Please be vigilant during work for anything that looks like it could be any type of munition. If any potential UXO is discovered on site, the following protocol should be followed. Avoid contact at all costs. Do not approach possible UXO and definitely do not touch it. GPS the location of the UXO. Do this safely while avoiding contact. Mark the area discreetly. Use flagging or other materials to mark the general location of the UXO such that it can be located later. Take a photograph to document what was found. Then make sure to report it immediately to your supervisor and a monitor on site. Safety is of primary concern during all work activities. Please take the following safety precautions while on site. Be vigilant during work. This means look for man-made objects in the work area. Don't step on any unknown objects. Don't throw rocks. Don't kick objects that are on or in the ground. Don't pick up objects that look suspicious. Please beware that some items that appear to be cultural debris may actually be ordnance. Be aware that ordnance may be sensitive to heat, shock, and friction. Keeping your distance from any objects that could potentially be unexploded ordnance is the best course of action. As a final reminder, safety is always our first priority. Please remain observant during work so that you and everyone on site gets home safely. And remember this, if you find yourself on a project site without a UXO technician and you encounter suspect military munitions or munitions related items, please remember the 3 R's: recognize, retreat, and report. Thank you for your attention to this important information, and please reach out to myself or your supervisor with any questions or concerns.